my, it's been quite some time since we've actually done this. Your boy has been making podcast over podcast over podcast, which, by the way, if you guys haven't already, please check out the Impossible World podcast. Although, fair warning, it may not be for everybody, but it is absolutely for me. Having a grand old time filming it, making it, all that jazz. Also, I feel naked because I don't have my coffee cup anywhere near me. Also, check out this shirt. I shouldn't have matched. The gray pants with the gray shirt is what we call too much matching, and it just looks, frankly, too much. But, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we have arrived. Yes, it's been okay, so what happened was, I filmed so many of these in back-to-back that, basically I haven't had to record one in a long time, and yes, so it's been like probably a week, so you guys have had a week to just flush this thing full, which that's not to say that I've consolidated the best ones, all of your memes, but to say that instead, we're just picking a microcosm of time and jumping on in. Cool. Okay, let us begin, ladies and gentlemen. Also, I gotta make a point to lift these higher, because they're too low. You know what I mean? Like, if they were just like, if this one was here, and then this one was here, like where this one is, if it was like this, or like this, if they were just like this, I think it would look a lot better. Then again, the way they light is kind of good. It's just sometimes I block it, and it's just like, well, why the fuck is this here if I block it? So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna start off just smooth, sailing, classy, boom bam, Harlequin, and just, yes, okay, it is the meme that we're all familiar with, the cat meme. Although I will say, the cat looks not as confused and disoriented than the original cat. But solid choice, and I get the meaning. Also, let's start with this from the top. Alright, badass dragon, very white girl, and it's more unique. Now, I am under the impression that perhaps she is still getting that dragon, or is that the same dragon? Is it like you're getting a very... okay, I can't say that. A dragon that looks different, and a very stellar, like, crazy-looking dragon. I don't know. Regardless, you shouldn't get all that color on your arm, dude, because especially with tattoos, colors fade, as well as your skin pigment. Shit may not look good. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of jaded. I always go with like tattoos that just kind of look like that would look good black. Fuck it, actually. Full pause. Full pause. Where is it? Okay. Me, be very careful, because this is my like folder where I just throw cool images that I think look stylistic or cool, and this one I thought looked pretty cool. It's kind of generic tattoo number one, but I thought it looked kind of dope. Something like this to me I think would probably translate pretty well to skin, but it also looks fairly unique. The only problem is finding someone who's talented enough to make all those details come into fruition. But yeah, this one was like, okay, that's, if someone could make that on your skin, then yes, but that's the problem. Like, it would have to be exactly that in order for it to really hold up, I think. But no, that's the kind of thing that I would rather go with, rather than just like, for instance, just a swamp of colors like that dragon up top side. Anyways, memes, not tattoo nonsense. Actually, I like tattoos a lot, although that's the thing with me. I feel like that's the thing with a lot of people. I think a lot of people like tattoos, the idea of tattoos, but there's so many people that get, in a judgy perspective, horrible tattoos. Like, you know what? I just want a tattoo. And that's the worst concept you could ever think of in your life. Of just like, you know what? Fuck it. Although, do you? But yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson. Ooh, I am for eels. Never meant to make your daughter cry. Baby, wait? Epstein did not commit suicide. Okay. Alright, this is what I don't even. Okay. I don't understand. But it happened. Alright. Of course it's Nick. Nick always does the Epstein ones. I'm just like, yeah, it's a sketchy, horrible situation, but I don't know what you want me to do about it. I have no power here, okay? 49 states watch California burn up, and nothing of value was lost. I don't exactly understand it. Oh, California sucks? Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I mean, that movie's come from there. I'm convinced that crocheting and knitting is witches' black magic. My wife does that stuff. She sits there with 2 magic wands, performing complex movements while chanting and cursing, looking at his spell book, and then blanket. Witchcraft. Horrible nonsense. I don't know why that's so funny to me. It's just somewhat like it happens so much in video games where like a glitch will happen, like a character will teleport in, and I'll be like, fucking witch, like make it a thing. But I don't know why. It's such a weird thing. Like if you seen a witch and she wasn't like trying to kill you, that'd be fucking dope. Have a witch friend. She can like magic some stuff. Maybe not be anything useful, but it just is just entertaining for a touch of time. Silic gel, do not eat. Those silic gel industry big shots can't tell me what to do. Boom. Congratulations, you escaped the simulation. Welcome to the real world. That's actually an interesting concept for a thing, but what would the real world be? What would you wake up into? If we are in a simulation, are we going to be in the Matrix where we're like plugged into these tubes and we're like in crazy pain because we were in this suspended gel and we haven't moved our bones in an eternity? Or is it like just hanging out, like just this place? It's just like, yeah, by the way, you're the only one under, everyone else was an NPC. Popped up. Then again, that has a lot of self-aggrandizing to do, so don't do that. But anyways, it's not Halloween anymore. Bye, ghosts. I love you. All right, it's just that damn like ghost hunting show that basically, like, I think it was like season 2. They basically changed it and made it like very memey and like not very realistic, and like they stopped being so serious. Also, here's Full Metal Alchemist. Anyways, and they said Tetris wouldn't help me in real life. That's real nice. That's something though. Why don't they ever make food? Why don't they make packages just in like square shapes like that? Why do you always gotta be cute and do like a circular motion or a lid? God. Oh, jeez. When a relative visits you and gives you money without telling. Dear Lord. I don't. It's like a sensory overload to where I'm like, okay. Never mind. Jeez. Vegetarian ate one burger, got hooked on meat, and became a butcher. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? You whore. I'm saying SpongeBob is saying that to Squidward, so it's not like a hate thing towards that lady. I don't know, man. That's the whole issue where I'm like, okay, I don't know. I get the like, good on you for causing not wanting to cause suffering and all that stuff. But then again, man, one of the things is like, do you realize how like horrendous and nightmarish nature can be as well? like I understand there's like factory farming, that's horrible, you know, we would never want that to be the case, but like, I don't know, that's the other thing where it's just like, yeah, but you're killing an animal, ugh. And I'm like, are you shitting me? Like, do you think when this, I don't know, deer or cow or whatever is just frolicking in the field? No, a wolf's gonna come and tear its fucking leg off, eat what it wants, and then it's gonna be still alive, dying there, and screaming out in pain like, ugh, kill me, and all these horrible things. I'm not saying it's okay, I'm just saying that nothing is good. It's all nightmares and terrible. With that being said though, if they could somehow find a way to like, what do you call it, like, it sounds really gross. Let's not go with the worst possible option, but in the Outer Worlds, basically they have changed the DNA of pigs to not die. Essentially, they, like, meat basically falls off of them to a degree, and that's kind of gross. But if there was a way for that to happen, like you're able to take a cow or something, numb its nervous system, and then somehow find a way to get the meat without that, and just blend it up and eat it that way, and it was like viable. I'm also a part of the family of like, as long as I eat it and I feel good after the fact, I'll be fine. But also, for me, whenever I eat a bunch of vegetables and shit and greens, my body, like my stomach hurts and it feels like it just doesn't work really well. I sweat. Maybe that's because I don't eat enough of them. But when I have like chicken or steak, maybe it's because I exercise and my body's just like, this is it, baby. We need this. But then it all works out, and yeah, so that's where I go off of. I don't know, man. That's just a messy, complicated situation if you think about morality in it. So I'm just, and yet people are still like before we work on being nice to animals, maybe we should work on being nice to each other and whatnot. Like that 90% of clothes are still bought from China in these horrible conditions, but everyone's just like. But let's not worry about that. Let's worry about these animals, which I think we should. But you know, there's just it's hypocrisy everywhere. Anyways, there are 12 days of Christmas, none of which are in fucking November. I'm actually part of the team that I love Halloween and Christmas. So Grinn was on yesterday, watched it. One of the best films of the holidays, Christmas. It is, no fuck that, it is the best. The Jim Carrey Grinch, not the cartoon one. The Jim Carrey Grinch is the best Halloween movie ever. It establishes the right moral thing about it's about family. Secondly, it talks about redemption. Thirdly, it's just kind of like it was like an anime movie before anime movies existed. This motherfucker picks up in like a fit of power and in emotion, picks up this giant 100-pound sled and just hulks out. God, it was awesome. Anyways, what is this? The nipple tassel, and then it says you expected nipple, but no, but it was me. Dio? I don't see. All right. What is this? What is this? When a vegan says you look like a snack. Mother of God. Is this, yeah, I was about to say, isn't that like a weird kink thing too, where like a person will eat food off of you? Is this like a vegan thing? like, ooh, I can't eat, it has to be a vegan, it couldn't be a vegetarian, otherwise there'd be some parameters, but a vegan, it'd be like, no, it has to be these specific vegetables. Like pastes. And one, that's what I think about when I think of vegan, is paste. Like, no good. When someone tells my pet to shut up, I will execute you, end you, and cause suffering upon your entire family. That to me, because we're doing that whole podcast thing, and it's always in the back of my head, that's something to me that I thought was such a, like I don't know, it's such a nerdy thing to be like, shut up, I'll beat you up, or I'll cause you harm. Whereas I think it would be great for there to be like a character that like is always jolly and happy, but like when he gets mad, he just goes completely like just destructive. Not even like I'm trying to hurt you, but straight up says, oh no, I won't stop at you. I'll take everything from you. Like I'll kill everyone, you know. Like that kind of thing is always way more terrifying than someone who's just like, but you're responsible for your own actions. Nah, bitch. You're responsible for everyone else around you. It's just like this collateral damage, and everyone just like, is this guy okay? Like, okay, he's nice, but when he does fall off the deep end, he falls deeper than anybody. But anyways, that's just a story trope that I've been thinking about recently, which is like, would there be a way for you to do that and the reader still be behind the main character after like saying this horrible stuff? And we maybe could angle it like, hey, he was never gonna do it, he was just trying to enact fear, and therefore he said that, but the people around him heard this, thought he was a psychopath, but the people closer to him knows that's what he was doing, and he's vilified, but the people around him see him as a hero because he took that vilification with him. Well, this is not the goddamn podcast that I'm doing, but still, just a thought. I really should make another episode, drain it out of my brain so that we can move on. Anyways, cat. Whore. Two can play at that game. I mean, those are some really big pants for that woman. Just saying. Like, I feel like it would be exhausting walking around with the body type that you have with those pants. Like, even me, my pants are like thin, but they're stretchy. Like, look at this. Look at that. It's great. They're not like skinny jeans though. They're like dress pants. So there's just this healthy amount of give. And yeah, I could squat in these and just be fine. My ass could hit the ground and they're not gonna shred. It's great. They're the best pants ever. I got them at Old Navy. Fucking perfect. Anyways, sorry. Swords were invented in 3300 BC. People before 3300 BC. Finger guns. Well, okay, wouldn't it be like this? Pretend you're holding swords or something, or like fists. I get the context is that the office itself is the joke, but still. Joy to the world. Do, 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 do. Germany loses World War I. Germany a few years later. I'll fucking do it again. Do it again. Okay. Me making sandcastle with grandma. Everyone else at the cemetery. I mean, I don't think they would feel that bad. Yeah. And like, are you saying you dug up your grandma and now the corpse is beside you? Or are you just hanging out on top of your grandma's cemetery part, you dump some sand, and you're just having a good time? At best, I'd be like, that's a lot, but I would say everyone grieves their own way and move along my way. But still. Also, what is this? She asked me why I'm feeling blue. I told that hababa to get a clue. Okay. Christ. Oh, why? If you're cold, they're cold. Don't worry though, they're already in your house. Yes. Yes. I had to kill one the other day, and I felt a little bad, but then I thought of them crawling on my face while I was sleeping, and I thought, die in a fire. No. No. Not me, motherfucker. What if the real world could lag? Stop that. That's terrifying. What if it does lag? You'd be fine. You just like glitch out into like a wall and then give it a minute and you'd reappear in the thing. Like it wouldn't hurt. Like when that happens, you don't die unless you're like, I don't know, in Minecraft and you find a way. No, Minecraft is literally you like drop a piece of gravel on your face, which no shit, you're gonna die or feel pain. Anyways, I don't even play Minecraft. Why am I using that as a catalyst for emotion or like reference? Pajama day at school. The one kid who sleeps naked. Gross. I always what do you call it? On pajama day, I always I sleep in my boxers, but no one's gonna go in their goddamn boxers. So what do you call it? I used to always wear like my pajama pants, but I'd make sure I had ones that had like a tie on them. And dude, I'd wear the biggest boxers I have and tie that shit off real heavy, because there was one kid in our school that got pantsed. And I was just like, listen, man, I don't need this in my life. I don't want this to be a thing that happens in school. Wearing these flimsy ass pants. Also, I think I would murder someone. I think that like there's two things I think would set a lot of dudes off, and that's like getting spit in the face, like someone spitting in your face, and then getting pantsed. If you could just be like this, I'll find you and I'll break you, you piece of trash. Please do not break down. Trust me, I'm trying. All right. All right. Please, guys. How to punish a dog. Flashbang him. Wow. Okay. Rude. Science. Teens need 8 hours and 10 hours of sleep, or 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Schools. We ride at dawn, bitches. How dare you? Well, I'm assuming they want you to get in to bed by 10, right? So if you leave it, oh, I suppose, yeah. I think when I went to school, I had to wake up at 7, so we didn't even get that. They want you to go to bed at 9. I don't know. Self-help tip. Do one thing a day that scares you. Text someone first. Ask your crush to hang out. Profusely irritate a wild raccoon. Have a cactus. The only one stopping you is yourself. That's like one of those things where it's like, best tips to wake up. Drink some coffee, run a mile, kill a man. It's like, get to sleep earlier. These things. But it's like, what? Okay. Also, I don't think that's a good parameter. How do you say the word? Thing. To do that. Do one thing a day that scares you, because it's not. I would say do one thing that you can achieve every day is a better thing, because you're just doing stuff that scares you, then it's just, there might be a valid reason why those things freak you out. And I think you should always think about the reasons why you're scared of certain things. You know, for instance, if you're worried about asking your crush out, maybe it's because you don't feel like you're on their level or something, which therefore you need to spend some time with yourself and either increase your self-worth or be better in general. Or convince yourself that you're not as worthless as you perceive yourself to be, which is something that I think everybody should definitely do. But yes, moving on. I know nothing once again. Well, I know what works for me, so I shouldn't say that, but I'll echo it to you. I always wanted people to realize that I'm not like, I'll change your life. I'm just saying this stuff helps me, and this is my stupid opinion on the world. I hate when Walmart doesn't have what I need, and I have to go home, change out of my pajamas, and take a shower so I can go to Target. Well, I mean, just for the judgment, so at Walmart you don't get judged. Hey, beautiful. How you been? No. Knock it off. I just had a horrible thought about, like, some really horrible thing about, like, it's gonna take more than water to stop me. Horribleness. Horrible dark joke, but anyway. It takes a big man to admit when he's wrong, but it takes a bigger man to give a giraffe a haircut. Reasonable? Not sure if it's funny, but reasonable. Hey bro, no homo shit. I need a favor. Do I know you? Look man, long story short, I catfished a Hababa with your picture. And she said she'll buy me a PS4 if I send her some harada. I'm ugly as shit, bro. Get me some shit too, fam. Because that's what heroes do. Is that guy really attractive? Okay. I know it's always the one thing that weirds me out. Like, I mean, there's preferences are different. Where I'm like, that's a classy looking gentleman, dude. Looks like his body's got the shape to it. I can see how that is masculine, strong, protector. I can get all those side things. But then I see like someone else, and I'm like, looks like paper. This dude looks like paper and has. He doesn't even do his hair proper. I don't even know. Okay, fuck. I don't know. I don't know what people are attracted to clearly, but very funny and cool idea. Definitely not real, but interesting. And who's to say that this dude is gonna give you shit? Also, congratulations. You just got a naked picture of yourself online. This is mistakes all around. Guys, don't send nudes, alright? Or if you do, don't show your fucking face. Like that's a first. That's rule number 1. Rule number uno. And I know some of you guys are gonna comment. Bold of you to think anyone's asking me for hababa. They put Kevin Hart on the kids cam. kids cam, Kevin Hart. Probably because he's with his kids and I bet it's panned. Yeah, I can see that. People trying to goof on Kevin Hart. How dare you? My pity is can't I bury it? And it had to be a female cop. He's like, listen. He's like, I don't want money. Okay. I want something entirely different. No Nut November. If you hababa, you're a bum. Hold your harada till you explode. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Okay. Alright guys, is this Nick again? Nick! This is gonna get to you way later in the past. No more Epstein things. It's just weird. It just like it should be talked about on news and all these things, but it's like in memes. It just doesn't make any sense. It's not funny. It's just like, hey, here's some information of something that's really sketchy going on and all these things. But it's just like, I don't get the joke or funniness of it. If anything, it's just a really sketchy situation and terrible. You know, it says like, I don't read it and I'm like, ha! I mean, yes, people should look into it and it's terrible and very sketchy and all that. But I don't get the joy. If anything, I get bummed out because I'm like, ew, pedophilia and all these horrible things. In light of recent events, no Oreos will be allowed in the library. What the hell happened here? What is going on? I imagine just the mess. Probably some person dropped some Oreos and stepped on them and smashed them into the carpet. And the poor old crow, who's a librarian's like, bitch, I'm not playing this game anymore with you little shits. I always find that a librarian is always the most lovely, gentle human being, or just over it. Just over all that is life and hates children to pieces. So, yes. I feel like Nick's posts are always super political, and I don't care enough to like to be that into it. So the joke just whoosh, right over my head. And I always feel like I show them in confusion, and then people probably are like, ooh, hot take Grinn, and I'm like, what? I don't know anything. I don't know what's going on. When I was born, I was given a choice. Have a big hadada or have a great memory. Which one did you choose? I don't remember. Alright. Alright. God, I remember there's one meme that I think maybe we've seen it on here. Yeah, I think, no, I'm not sure actually, but anyways, it was like when someone died, it was like a cartoon cutout kind of thing, but a person died and went to heaven, and he's like, can I speak to God? And he's like, sure, and he just stumbles up to God, and he's like, God, I've an issue with you, and I've been wanting to tell you off for years or forever. And then God's like, is this about the micro? And then it stops, and then it continues, and the dude's like, is this about the micro penis thing? Yes, it's about the micro penis thing. How could you? And I was just like, oh, That's amazing. What game ruined the most relationships? Russian roulette. Ew. My girlfriend and I played that once. We had harder after, even though she lost. Hold up. If I could give an award, you would get one. Okay. Okay, so you just fucked a corpse? Is that the joke? Haha! Okay. People with beards are just people without beards with beards. People with beards are just people without beards. With beards. People with beards are just people without beards. With beards. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. I don't know why that was such a... Okay. Kind of also, oh my god. We've been going for such a long time. Okay, so this... I say veto on this shit right fucking now, okay? Inside you there are two wolves. One has structured sentiment. One needs cash now. Call da 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 da. Got it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have banned a meme, okay? Do not come for the two wolf meme, okay? I know it might be cringe, but my Native American teacher at my school, after these guys know I'm Native American, and we, in Canada, we have a Native American teacher that comes into our schools and teaches us our culture just so we don't forget it. Very lovely stuff. But this lovely lady named Shelly, who's just fucking amazing, was our teacher. And she, in a time when I was very lost in the world and going through all manners of hell and puberty, she told me this story, and it's a Native American tale that is my favorite story ever. It's sure it can be seen as like edgy, cringy, whatever. But to me, at the time, it was really wonderful because it gave, in a time when you feel like you don't know what to do, when you feel out of control, it tells you that you can choose what you are and how you choose to let the world affect you. And of course, I'm slightly serious. I'm also kind of kidding, but yeah, every time I see this, I'm like, oh, someone goofed it, and I feel like, don't you goof this meaningful story? But I don't want to be that guy either who can't take a joke. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit torn, but I love the story to pieces. You can look into it if you want. It's called the story of two wolves inside of yourself. Native American story of two wolves inside of yourself. You can find it. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. I don't know if I'll make another one of these. I think I may just make I may just make the podcast show, another part of the podcast show, although I don't know if we should, because yeah. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your day. I expect good things in the memes tab as always, and you guys have delivered. Subscribe button to my right, and 2 videos to my further right. Oh, heartburn. Thank you so much for your time. You are lovely, and goodbye.